We're the indie project, Bee and Theo, and we've been living and travelling the world in vans for the past 6 years. We're currently renovating an abandoned stone barn in Portugal to turn into a beautiful tiny home for us and our cats, Ginjey Bear and Furrnando. Follow our journey from the very beginning as we document the whole process of creating an off-grid home. Hello, good morning and welcome back to another instalment of our Portuguese barn conversion series. It is a stunning, and I mean stunning, May day. Today, and I'm rhyming, the flowers are all out, you can hear the birds singing, the sun is out, there is not really a cloud in the sky, and as usual, I've got a lot of exciting stuff going on over the next couple of days, and I'm going to take you down firstly and show you what we're up to.
Just got back from picking up all of the fencing and the fence posts and everything I need to make a super rigid fence, and today the sun's shining. I'm feeling very grateful today. The fact that I can wake up and just improve my land and build my own home. This was a dream for a long time, and the fact that I'm finally doing it right now, I'm really trying to savor every moment and enjoy it.
I really do love this part of the property. It's such a big wide open space. I don't actually spend that much time down here. Theo does with the tractor cutting it all, but this is where we have the majority of our fruit trees. We've got a whole load. You can see behind me there's a fig tree, we've got cork trees, oak trees, pine trees, and I'm just standing in one of the many beautiful meadows right now.
Super sweaty work today, 25 degrees at the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you. But this is a sign of things to come. The summer is on its way. It's about to get very hot in the next few months, which means we need to adjust our hours of when we work. So it looks like we're gonna start working right at sunrise and then having a nap in the middle of the day and then working again at sunset. But enough talking, I need to get these poles out. There's 40 of them. So instead of taking these poles off one by one in this major heat, I've got sweat dripping off my forehead. I've devised a little plan. I've got 2 straps, strapped them around the poles, and then I've got this one where I'm gonna anchor it to the tree and I'm gonna drive the truck and try and pull these poles off all in one go. Let's see if it works.
Happy?
Secured on the best I can do.
Let's go.
A little bit nervous. Is it going to work? What I'm going to do is just move this fencing out the way.
Good idea, actually.
Either this is going to go really well, or I'm going to end up pulling a beautiful fig tree, I think it is.
It is a fig. Fingers crossed you don't.
We've got plenty of figs on the property, but this is a really mature one, and the last thing I want to do is kill it. So I'm going to drive off slightly to the right, so make sure you stand back, because the last thing I want is to kill you with a fencing pole. Oh yes! That's the neatest pile. I couldn't have stacked them up that neatly.
Look at that!
I tell you what, if you're watching this video and you don't click the thumbs up like button right now for that, then there's something wrong with you.
Look at that, and oh, there's Furrnando, and the fig tree is still standing. The fig tree is still standing.
Oh, amazing. So you guys are probably wondering, Theo, what's the fencing for? And I'm going to reveal that really soon, but I've just brought the tractor down because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the mower, and in the long grass I'm going to cut an area of where we want the fencing to sit, like a perimeter line, so that we can kind of just visually mark it out and see how it looks. And I nearly gave it away then of what's going to happen, but you'll just have to wait. I'll literally tell you after I've done this mowing. It's a good space as well, isn't it?
It is, it's massive.
Wow. The goats are going to love this.
Ever since we got our plot of land here, Theo has wanted goats. In fact, he wanted goats before we even had a plot of land. It's been a dream of his for a really long time, and we just thought, you know what? Now is the perfect time. We've got all this space, we've got a tractor, we've got all the materials we need to be able to create a really cool place for them to live. So why not do it now? So yeah, Theo's getting his goats. They're going to be his goats, just like the chickens are my chickens. So I'm happy that he's going to have a little project and some animals to look after, and I'm also really excited to see the goats themselves.
It's so cool to see the perimeter line of where the fencing's going to go. I've got 4 times 25 metre long fencing, and it's rigid fencing, and the reason for that is we don't want the goats to escape. I'm looking at the moment, I'm trying to get my hands on 2 female pygmy goats. I think that would work really nicely. And what an area for them to live in. We've got some massive cork trees. They provide shade all year round. So in the summer, they got plenty of places to hide out, even when it's raining as well. Although, I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bit of pressure to build them an amazing house after the chicken coop. I know you guys are gonna wanna see something special, so I've actually been drawing up some ideas, so hopefully you guys are gonna like it. I'm gonna have a lot of fun building their house. And if you come up, I'll show you where their house is actually gonna live. So these are the 2 cork trees. We've also got a pine tree. And then their goat house is going to live here. This is probably the flattest area of the fenced off bit. So they're going to live here. I'm going to build them some sort of nice house to live in. We're going to have, again, an IBC 1,000 litre water tank for all of their water needs. I've got them a really nice old tin bath that they're going to be drinking out of. I'm going to build them climbing frames. They're gonna have a good time. I can imagine me coming down here. I'll probably build myself a little bench to go outside their house so I can come hang out with the goats. And I think it'll just be a really nice addition to the farm. What do you think?
I think so.
It's meant to be a beautiful evening tonight, and a new initiative that I've come up with is I'm actually going to try and enjoy myself for a couple of hours a week. Not that I don't enjoy the project, but what I mean is kind of doing hobbies and going out with friends and just having some time away from the project, so when I come back I feel revived. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to my friends, stick the mountain bike in the truck, and then we're going to go on a little expedition around a lake. Hello. How you doing, Ken?
Hey man, good.
You good?
Yeah, excellent.
Ready to fish?
Definitely, always.
So I've just arrived at Ken and Gina's farm, and me and Ken are going to waste no time. We're going to jump on our bikes and head straight to the lake because we're going to go fishing. So we're just on our way to the Marateka Dam. This particular fishing spot is about 5 kilometers away, so it's not too bad on the bikes. I can't wait. We're going to try and catch some big bass. We haven't caught anything yet, and this is what being in Portugal is all about: spending time outside, going on adventures, and just generally having a good time. This is such an epic location. I can feel the sun on my face and the big expanse of water. I can't wait to try and catch a fish, although it's a lot windier than I thought it was going to be. We've got about an hour and a half before the sun actually goes down, so we got plenty of time to kick back, have some drinks, try and catch some fish. But I don't think we'll be fishing here. There's some beautiful coves just over the way, so I think we're going to go there because they're a little bit more protected from the wind. Just look at the sun bursting through these eucalyptus trees. It's such a great area. I could definitely see myself setting up a hammock in this forest somewhere and just camping out all night. I'm gonna start off fishing my new toy that I just brought. It's called a danger frog. I'm really hoping that this thing is gonna be successful. It's a top water bait, and I think it's a good time to fish top water at the moment because the water's getting warmer. but we'll soon find out. But this thing looks amazing. It's all like rubbery, and it's got stuff inside it, makes noises. So fingers crossed we get lucky tonight. It looks a really good fishing area actually. You got some reeds over there. There's lots of stones in the water and there's some logs. So maybe, just maybe we'll catch a fish this time. But I mean, it's just nice to be here. Look at this scenery. The sun has just gone down. What an amazing evening, fishing with Ken. We didn't end up catching anything, but to be fair, we didn't actually fish for very long. We were mostly just chatting and having a laugh, so good fun. But I'm gonna be back because I need to catch one of them bass.
It's another scorcher of a day, and Theo's been telling me all about his fishing trip last night. He always enjoys going out and fishing, whether he catches any fish or not, but either way, it's always good to spend time doing things that you enjoy on top of building our house. And actually, we've got some more stuff to show you today in regards to goat fencing.
So digging around, I managed to find these beautiful old cast iron gates that a subscriber gave us called Kevin, so thank you very much. We actually brought these over from the UK many years ago, and I knew there'd be a use for them, I really did. And now we're going to use them for the entrance to our goat facility. That's what I'm calling it. And these gates are great because they're big enough to allow the tractor to get in if I need to bring like food through and stuff like that.
Whilst Theo was gone yesterday, we actually had a very big delivery of lime, and unfortunately it came late, so Theo wasn't here by the time it arrived, which meant that me and the delivery guy got to unload 45 bags of lime that weigh 25 kilos each, and I'm not gonna lie, my back is sore today. So this right here is 45 bags of natural hydraulic lime NHL 3.5 that we're going to be using to plaster the walls in our beautiful barn.
You're probably wondering why we have 45 bags. We had to buy a whole pallet because no one buys this particular lime in this area. The building merchants was just like, you're going to have to buy a pallet because if we get it in, no one's going to buy it. So basically, I'm the local lime dealer now. So if you want NL5 or NHL 3.5, you know I can hook you up for a good price. Just going to see how the gates might actually look.
Oh, it's standing up on its own. They're so beautiful. Oh, careful, Furrnando. Don't get too close, they're not fastened in. Happy with it?
Yeah, I can definitely get the tractor through there, no problem.
So
probably one would be fine, wouldn't it?
You reckon that'd be wide enough for the tractor?
I mean, with tractor driving skills like me, probably, yeah.
So, did you say that there's something we need to go and pick up from the shop though?
Yeah, basically I can't dig the posts. I was hoping to dig the posts in and get these actually hung today, but I realised that these brackets that you actually hang them with, I've only got like one of them. So we need to go to the city and figure out if we can get a bracket similar to that with the same size bit to go in.
And we're going to try out a new city, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to go to
Cavilla.
We call it Cavilla because we're from Birmingham.
Birmingham, but no, it is.
But it's Cavilla.
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 Isn't it Cavilla?
Cavilla. I didn't do any filming in there dialogue wise because they were playing super cheesy pop music really loud. I could barely hear myself think, but these are the brackets that I've got. Hopefully they work. They only did one size, so this is actually 14mm. The originals are 13mm. Worst comes to worst, I'm just gonna have to make the holes bigger in the cast iron gate to receive these, but they're black and they fit with the gate, and our goats are gonna have lovely fresh gates when they arrive.
So the city of Cavilla. Oh, nearly lost the camera there. So the city of Cavilla is at the base of mainland Portugal's tallest mountain called the Serra da Estrela, and it is an absolutely gorgeous mountain that we have never driven up in the truck, so we thought we'd give it a go seeing as we're so close and show you how beautiful it is up there.
So the last time we headed up the Estrela mountain range to the top was in the Passat, and it was so much easier. In the truck it's slow going, so it might take us a while to get to the top, but it's so worth it. It's beautiful up there and I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like. A few facts about the actual mountain range itself. It's just under 2,000 meters, so it's not a huge mountain, but it is Portugal's biggest mountain and it's beautiful. It really is. Another fact is they have a beautiful dog that comes from this mountain range called the Estrela mountain dog, and it's a sheep dog. It's amazing for cattle and they look so beautiful. They're absolutely massive as well.
So we're now 3/4 of the way up the mountain range, and we're only about 5 kilometers away from Tor, which is the highest peak that Theo mentioned earlier. And behind me you can see a beautiful carving of a Serra da Estrela, which is an image of the Virgin, who is a protector of all of the shepherds that roam around the mountain range.
We're nearly at the top of the mountain, but we just passed a load of mountain rescue vehicles, 4x4s, ambulances. The helicopter that flew over is now landed just over there, and there's lots of blue flashing lights. It seems like there's a major emergency going on. It doesn't look good. Whatever's happened, it doesn't look good because there's a lot of vehicles out, and there's also quite a few news reporters and news teams up here as well. We can't go any further. We're at the point where we can go to. They've blocked the road, so I'm gonna go and try and talk to someone and see what's happened. So I spoke to a Portuguese reporter, and from what I gather and what I could understand in Portuguese, that 2 mountaineers are either lost or injured, so it's not looking good because I think it's been going on for a long while, and there's, you know, a lot of medical teams here as well as press, so not looking good. We're gonna head back down the mountain now because there's no way we can go any further. We are now back down the mountain, and Bee has just popped into Lidl. She rates this Lidl number 1 in the whole of the central region, and trust me, we've tried pretty much every single one. So yeah, hopefully she's going to get some nice food for dinner tonight. It's just gone 8 o'clock, so it's going to be getting dark soon. We've got a long drive ahead of us to get home. It's been a great day, and I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing a little bit more of Central Portugal. Let us know in the comments if you want to see more videos like this where we go out and we show you the area and show you different beautiful parts of Portugal, because there's so many of them. But hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next one.